Whoa, look at that. Dumplings are always amazing in my book, but these spicy Korean pork dumplings are out of this world insane, trust me. Okay, so you guys that have been watching my channel for a while know that I like everything spicy and everything dumpling. I couldn't imagine two better things to put together. These Korean dumplings are amazing, and we're gonna do a little special fold that is really easy. It looks hard, but it's really easy. All right, let's get started on the dumpling filling first. We're gonna need some bean shoots first of all. Now these just get blanched in some hot water. I wanna give these at least 2 or 3 minutes. I wanna make sure that we get rid of that kind of raw flavor. We're just left with a little bit of a crunch. Okay, so strain these out. Try and use one of these spiders if you can, because I wanna keep that hot water for my noodles. Get those straight on my chopping board, and then just finely chop. And now the noodles. So traditionally you would use what's called a sweet potato starch noodle. I find that very difficult to get a hold of. If you can at your own Korean supermarket, that's great. I find these bean thread vermicelli noodles really easy to find. They're also called cellophane noodles or glass noodles. So these just go into that hot water. You don't need the water to be boiling here, just hot, because these cook in a jiffy. Stir them around a little, literally like 20 seconds, and they're done. Now I'll just keep them here draining in this colander until they've cooled down a little. And in the meantime, we've got a bunch of other things to put into our filling. First up is kimchi, and this is what I think gives an amazing spicy, sour, just altogether awesome flavor to these dumplings. And I've just finely chopped that kimchi. I like to buy the very spicy kimchi at my local Asian store, but if you wanted to make them less spicy, obviously use less kimchi or try and find a brand that isn't too spicy. Then I've got some pork mince. And then the other ingredient here that I've kind of substituted for you guys to make it a little easier is some spring onions. Typically you would use Chinese garlic chives here, so if you can get a hold of those, definitely grab those. They have a beautiful oniony garlic flavor. And I want this pale part very finely chopped. So I'm going to slice it first. And then for the green part of the spring onion, I'm happy for you to go a little larger here. Now some ginger and some garlic as well. If you've got a hold of the Chinese garlic chives, you can use less garlic. I don't, so I'm going to use all 3 cloves. Now I want some tofu in here as well. This is a firm tofu. Tofu in this one is more of a textural thing. It kind of softens up the mixture so the inside of the dumpling is very tender. And now the noodles. Just want to chop these up into little fine pieces. And now the seasoning. Soy sauce, sesame oil, sugar, and some salt. Now with this kind of mixture, I highly recommend getting in with your hands here. Make sure you break up that tofu so it's nice and fine. Okay, so now we're at the folding part. Grab a hold of a dumpling wrapper. I've got gyoza wrappers today, and round or square. Round's probably better, a better shape for this one. You want a fair amount of that porky, noodly filling in there. Dip your finger in some water, just brush the edges, and then break this down into 2 steps. First of all, you just want to fold the wrapper over to form a half moon shape and really squeeze down and tightly pack that filling in. Okay, give that a good seal around the edges. Now, just bring the 2 edges together, a little bit more water on that end there, and fold. And there you go, a beautiful little flower kind of shape or tortellini shape. Very cute. Look at all of those beautiful little dumplings. Yay, that's a sight that makes me very happy. Now you could pan fry these. I'm gonna steam them. Got a bamboo steamer here with some baking paper on the bottom to make sure that dumplings don't stick, because that would just be a tragedy. And these freeze really well, so pop these in the freezer. This makes about 60, so I don't think you'll get through all of those in one sitting, but you might. And if not, they can go in the freezer for a couple of months. I'll pop that over some boiling water. So these will take about 12 minutes to steam. So in the meantime, let's make our dumpling dipping sauce. This one's super easy. I just want some soy sauce, some vinegar, and then some chili powder. A lot of chili powder in my case, but up to you how much you'd like. All right, let's take a look. Oh, look at that. Nothing is more exciting than a tray full of steamed dumplings. Let's pop these out onto a serving plate. And there you go, spicy Korean dumplings. Make sure you do some dipping. Look at that beautiful filling in there. Just the right amount of pork and that beautiful spring onion, garlicky as well. These really are amazing. I'm so glad I've got 60 to eat. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them below. And if you enjoyed the video, why not hit that subscribe button plus the little bell one, and that way you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Thanks guys.